These are the logo variations seen throughout the years by Cartoon Network Studios, with more to be added over time. Contents. Show. Third logo variants. Time Squad. Buck warns Larry not to press a button. Then, while Otto is watching, Larry presses the button, causing a shock where the logo reverts back to normal. The box in Season 1 was baby blue instead of red and lacked the AOL Time Warner byline. Season 2 used the regular red box and AOL Time Warner byline. Samurai Jack, Seasons 1 to 4. Jack slices the logo's walls, causing the logo to close. Normally, the box was the regular red and featured the AOL Time Warner byline. Some episodes featured an orange-colored box. The studio's part shook and a different sword sound was sometimes used. Grim and Evil and the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Grim, with a smirk on his face, stands next to Billy and Mandy. He attempts to chop their heads off with his scythe, but fails because they hid in their shirts. Their heads pop out and Billy looks amused while Mandy looks irritated. Grim does a double take and gives a confused, shocked look. The normal version is set on a black background rather than a white one, and is also bilineless. On Season 1 of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, it uses the standard white background and AOL Time Warner byline. The Flintstones, On the Rocks and Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, Season 1. The logo is still. The former special uses it with the AOL Time Warner byline and is silent. The latter show doesn't use the byline and uses the ending theme. On the episodes Show You Weenie and The Dabba Dawn, Judge Mitor is heard saying, "Hello?" Dexter's Laboratory, Seasons 3 to 4. Dexter stands next to Dee Dee, who slowly presses a button in front of him, causing Dexter to explode. After a flash of light, Dexter appears, scorched and visibly annoyed as a smoke particle drifts out of the logo. The normal version is set on a black background with a neon green box without the byline. Some late Season 3 episodes use this logo with the regular white background, red box and AOL Time Warner byline respectively. There also exists a filmed variant, which was featured on the theatrical version of Chicken Scratch, featured before the Powerpuff Girls movie. The Powerpuff Girls, Seasons 5 to 6, the Powerpuff Girls movie, the Powerpuff Girls Rule, and the Powerpuff Girls. Who, what, where, how, why? Who cares? Mojo Jojo opens the logo and roars at the audience. The girls, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup then each zoom in and beat him up. Mojo also bumps into the W. This variant first appeared after the credits of the Powerpuff Girls movie. By Season 6, and later episodes of Season 5, the byline was switched to the 2003 to 2018 Time Warner byline, being the only show to use that variant, alongside Star Wars, Clone Wars. On the Powerpuff Girls Rule, and who, what, where, how, why? Who cares? The logo is squished, despite the latter already being in a 4:3 screen format. Star Wars, Clone Wars. The logo is still on a black background with a Time Warner byline. A Hanna-Barbera sound effect is then heard. Seasons 1 and 2 use the grungy font variant, while Season 3 uses the normal version. This initially was kept on Disney Plus prints of the show, but has since been removed. Johnny Bravo, Season 4. Johnny shows off his poses, then kisses the screen. His lips get stuck in the logo, but he quickly squeezes them out. Beginning with this variant, the logo now uses the design from the standard variant and appears larger on screen. Megas XLR. Megas shoots a few laser blasts at the screen, then its guns jam. It taps one of its blasters with a confused look. It accidentally fires at the right side of the logo, and it closes without any damage. Foster's home for imaginary friends. Max stands on the red box and blinks. Blue then appears on the right into the box and tackles Mac. They both smile at each other. The letters also shake when the logo closes. On seasons 5 to 6, the logo is stretched to 16:9 widescreen format and zoomed out further than usual. Evil Con Carne, Season 2. Major Dr. Ghastly is holding a clicker and General Scar is on a jetpack. Ghastly presses the button on the clicker and Scar flies around, crashing into the logo, damaging it. He destroys the left side of the logo, as well, and vanishes. Ghastly looks at the audience and the logo closes without any damage. Camp Laszlo. Laszlo begins to blow a trumpet, and then Scoutmaster Lumpus walks up with a large cork and places it in the trumpet. Laszlo continues to blow on it, making a quieter trumpet sound. This is the first version of the logo to be made in a 16:9 widescreen format. The Life and Times of Juniper Lee, Seasons 2. 3. Monsters lift the Cartoon Network part of the logo to escape, but Juniper jumps on top of the logo and squashes the monsters by closing the logo, and then finally jumps away from the screen. My gym partner's a monkey. Jake and Adam swing on a vine. Adam, visibly uncomfortable, is being held by Jake. Jake swings off the screen, but Adam hits the edge of the logo and falls to the ground. Jake then swings back to the other side, passing by Adam. This was the first variant to use a white box. Squirrel Boy. Rodney accidentally fires a rocket, as it catches Bob Johnson by his shoe, causing a nervous laugh by Rodney at Andy. The Cartoon Network text is also slightly larger than normal when the logo is closed. Class of 3000. A piano plays and Sonny Bridges appears at the first of the line, smiling and taking his hat off, leading the other main characters of the show, Lil, Dee, Madison, Philly, Tamika, Eddie and Kim, on the ride through the piano. Eventually, Cam falls onto the piano. Ben 10 franchise. Ben 10, Seasons 3 to 4, and Ben 10. Secret of the Omnitrix. Ben turns on the Omnitrix, chooses an alien and pushes the button, triggering a flash of green light. This variant uses a gray box, and uses the grungy variant of the logo. The logo also opens wider than usual. Ben 10, Alien Force, Ben 10, Alien Swarm and Ben 10, Ultimate Alien. There is a close-up of a grown-up Ben's eyes. The screen then zooms out on him, and as he does in the former variant, he pushes the button on the Omnitrix, triggering a flash of green light. Before the flash, Ben turns into a silhouette. This variant uses a black background and a white box. The show's closing theme is used. In the case of Alien Swarm, the Alien Force theme music cuts in and plays over. Out of Jimmy's head. Two of Jimmy's cartoon friends, Pickles and Prickles, hit each other with hammers. The logo also shakes when this happens, even when the box is closed. Sometimes the logo is shortened. Chowder. Chowder walks by with a bag of food. He eats the O in network. An apple falls out of the bag and replaces the O as the logo closes. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack takes place in a white box and the logo is already opened. Flapjack is seen with Captain Knuckles. Flapjack is giggling in a really annoying way. Knuckles gets annoyed and pulls down the top of the logo, closing it. On the episode, Flapjack goes to a party, Rye-Rub-Roo, Flapjack's laughter is replaced by him barking like a dog. Underfist, Halloween Bash. The original 2001 logo is shown, but with a still zooming picture of Hoss Delgado with his banana nunchucks, which is tinted in green, and Billy, voiced by Richard Horvitz, saying, "All that work and nothing to show for it." On the HBO Max Latin America print, the logo is heavily sped up along with the following Cartoon Network Productions logo. Adventure Time, Season 1. Finn pokes Jake as he becomes larger and larger, roaring and squeezing aside him. As he does this, Finn laughs. Generator Rex, Season 1. Rex turns his back into a jet engine, blasting off in the process while smiling, but he crashes into the logo when it closes, which causes the logo to shake. Like with the Ben 10 variant, this variant uses the grungy version of the logo.